Fight Fiend forecast. I'm Joseph, the host, back for the props and Parlays show for UFC Vegas 90. And we're going to start it off with the forecast of the week. And we're going to the moon with this one. If it doesn't hit, I will take a whole shot of apple pie moonshine. I don't like apple. And I don't want to drink the shine. I want to make it shine with the forecast of the week this week. So I had to find someone that's very determined. You know, fairly confident as well, but this forecaster, I'm not going to lie, we're going to pull it up. They're going to say they're a little nervous. They don't want to put people's money in danger, but at the end of the day, I'm the one that chooses the forecast of the week. I'm the one that puts money on it, makes the content, gives it for the people. So rather if you're afraid to put people's money in danger or not, I'm going to do it. Plus 600 for Dan Argueta by submission. Now, Matsumoto, he's been taken down and controlled on the Contender Series. He does have a black belt in Muay Thai on the feet. He's not a bad striker, but the determined Dan Argueta is going to be pushing forward. He's relentless with the takedowns. He's a very good wrestler. I think he's going to have success with the wrestling. He's going to get a couple takedowns. He's going to get the control, and that's going to lead to him possibly getting a submission. He's going to be looking for them. He has, 4 submission wins, 3 in the first round, all of them by rear naked choke. He's very dangerous there. On the feet, you only see 2 knockout wins for him. And Matsumoto, he has 3 knockout wins, but 1-0, 2-3, and 0-0. And his last knockout win, Matsumoto, it was in round 3, 2019. I'm not banking on the newcomer here with the black belt in Muay Thai to get the job done by knockout. By a decision, on the Contender Series, like I said, he was taken down and controlled. That opponent was 6-0, still fairly green. Before that, he beat a guy that was 9-1. That looked pretty good, but then before that, the competition's not great. 1-0, 0-0. He went pro in 2018. He has 6 years experience, but he went 0-1 in his amateur career. He got submitted in the very first round. I think he still has holes on the ground. If he gets taken down and controlled against a determined guy like Dan Argueta, I think the submission will maybe unfold here at plus 600. I'm going to take a little sprinkle bet on that. You know, it is a dangerous bet. Obviously, it's plus 600. It's not fairly likely. The bookies don't think it's going to happen, but his last 2 fights were no contests. Yeah, he was losing to Miles Johns. He definitely did lose that decision, no doubt about that. But before that, Ronnie Lawrence, he had him in a deep submission. I thought he would have submitted him. And looking back at the fight, Ronnie was about to tap. So, rather, if you think it or not, he was going to submit him. Ronnie was ready to tap. And in this fight, Matsumoto doesn't have the best wins. I already listed them off. He has 5 submissions as well, but not as credible as Dan Argueta. Argueta has credible wins, and he's a very good wrestler. I think he's going to have a lot of success on the ground, and that's going to make me lock him in as dog of the week. I'm going to talk about that soon, but Danielle Brooks, she is very determined. Last time as forecast of the week as well, she won inside the distance with Jillian Robertson, I believe. So once again, I'm going to try to pound this prop at plus 600. If not, I'll do a greasy apple pie moonshine shot, all in one, if he doesn't get the submission. Danielle Brooks was hesitant. She didn't want to put people's money in danger, but I'll risk it for the biscuit, and if it doesn't hit, I'll do the moonshine shot if the forecast of the week does not shine. That's what I'm going to do. And just sprinkle lightly. It's plus 600. I'm not telling you to put a whole bankroll, like $1,000, $100. That is not what I'm telling you to do. $10 for $70. That's $60 profit. It's a 7x bet. You got to throw something down on it. I think he's going to have a path to victory on the ground for sure. And I got 2 other props of the week as well. These are my forecasts of the week, basically. I got a prelim prop and a main card prop. And we're going to start it off with the prelim forecast here. I got Alex Morono in the first round by knockout. And I know a lot of people aren't going to like this. They're not willing to risk it for the biscuit with the first round knockouts. I've hit and missed some, not very consistent with them, but I got a sweet tooth. And after hitting my biggest first round bet with Nursultan Rozaboyev last week, I feel confident in both these guys. You look at their last 5 fights, you're not seeing the knockout. But when they did get the KO, both of them got it in the very first round. So the first one, prelim forecast, let me tell you, the Great White's coming for blood. After seeing the Crusher get crushed in round 1 his last 2 fights, at 39 years old, I have to bet on it. I have to bet on the first round KO for Alex Morono. We haven't been seeing it, but I think we might here. It has a very good chance at plus 350, no, plus 425. I gotta sprinkle something on it, right? It's gonna be a bet for sure, and it actually will be my most confident prop on the prelims. So I know the prelim prop didn't hit last week. We're kind of hit and miss, but I have confidence at plus 140 for any round knockout for Alex Morono. Feel free to take that. It's a safe play. Without a doubt, it's going to be a parlay option for me. I know a lot of people don't want to play the first round KO. So you can play it by knockout. It's plus 140. That pretty much is a prelim forecast prop for me as well. So whatever you want to do. First round KO plus 425 or plus 140 just for any round knockout. Feel free to play it safe on this one. And it's the same thing with Alex Hernandez. He's going to be my main card forecast. Another first round KO. I got a sweet tooth for it. And we're going to need some liquid courage because I got 90 units down on this card. That's $900 for me. Somehow that's a coincidence. UFC Vegas 90, but we're going to see what happens. I said it was a mess of a card. And then, yeah, I got 90 units down here. I got a lot of confident plays. Did a lot of research, tape study. I'm feeling confident after last week. I want to keep the momentum rolling here. Now, Alex Hernandez, he's going to be the more athletic, sharper striker as well. Damon Jackson is going to lack speed and, most importantly, power. He's not a very good striker. He's sloppy on the feet. He has been a pick for me in the past that made me money, but he was on a 4-fight win streak. Now he's fighting a guy that's also very hungry. Both these guys are junkyard dogs, honestly. They're going to fight for your money, but both of them coming off a loss. Hernandez, obviously the more trustable guy for his durability. And like I said, Jackson is sloppy striking. I can't trust it. Any round knockout for Alex Hernandez is live here at plus 140 once again. I'm going to play it in the first round. His last 2 knockouts come in the first round. I'm going to get this price at plus 350. And I'm going to parlay the knockout plus 140. Hope for the best here. I'm going heavy on this first round bet. Hopefully everybody else plays it smart. Just takes them by KO because it's still double your money plus 140. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit though. If you're with me, we're going to cash in big. And we just need really one of them to hit. And we're getting paid either way. It's going to cover the loss for the other one. We're going to get profit. And I cannot wait to watch this co-main event. I know it was not a very exciting fight, but now that you look at it, both these guys are hungry. They're going to be looking for a finish. A lot of people think Damon Jackson for the submission. And then you have a lot of other people going Alex Hernandez for the knockout. I'll trust that the Great Ape lands a Hail Mary punch in the very first round to sleep Damon Jackson. Jackson's been knocked out 4 times. Striking is sloppy and at 35. He has no power. He's not very athletic. And he's not very fast anymore. He's lacking a lot of things in this fight. It's going to lead to a knockout. So those are the props of the week for me. I got 2 first-round KOs. You can play it by KO plus 140 for both of them. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. You already know that. Looking to win big here. And I got the dogs of the week. Now, obviously, if you're listening, you heard me say Dan Argueta is a dog of the week. I locked him in. The Determined is obviously going to be hungry in this fight. He's going to seek destruction coming off 2 no contests. Dan is definitely handed a fair matchup after his 2 no contests, I believe. He's fighting the Muay Thai black belt that doesn't look to be working on his takedown defense. I've looked into it. He doesn't look to be working on the takedown defense. That is a problem. Okay, maybe the kid's been working on it. Maybe it's going to hold up. Maybe he's going to be the better striker, win it by a decision. But if not, Dan is going to fight relentless, get his takedowns. He's a much better wrestler. And honestly, Dan will have a lot of fight in him. He's going to throw a relentless riot of strikes. And on the feet, he might be able to hold his own, honestly. Black belt Muay Thai might not even be that good. He's coming off the Contender Series. Many times we've just seen the favorite not look the part. Coming off the Contender Series doesn't mean they're some big favorite in the UFC. They're going to do great things. This guy has never lost before. Jean Matsumoto. He could be handed his first ever loss. He's definitely going to be handed his first toughest fight in Dan the Determined Argueta. If Dan happens to have success wrestling, like I said, he's going to advance to dangerous positions on the ground. A submission, more specifically a rear naked choke, might occur. And that's why I'm going to go with Danielle Brooks's forecast of the week, plus 600 for the submission Dan Argueta. I have to throw down on that bet. And Matsumoto was taken down twice on the Contender Series. Controlled for 3 minutes. He landed less total strikes. This is a wild price. Plus 150. Fiends and forecasters are all over it. Dan Argueta probably gets his hand raised in this fight. I can't believe the odds here. They're counting out Dan. And I think he's going to get it done. He's a dog of the week for me. And I got two of them. I got to lock in two. Especially when I have 5 underdog picks. Now, I don't have as many decisions. On the full card prediction show, I said many decisions, only 3 finishes. Now I got... How many finishes do I have now? I'll let you know. I changed the outcomes up a little bit here. 6 finishes and 6 decisions now, so it's changed up quite a bit. Like I said, the method of victories are tricky to determine on this card. It's a tricky card to predict. It's a messy card. I'm not going to lie. It's not the best betting card, but I put $900 down. That's 90 units for me. 90 units down at UFC Vegas 90. I'm not messing around. Like, I'm not here to waste your time and mess around. I'm giving you my most confident bets and plays. If you don't like them, don't take them. If you do like them and you agree with them and it boosts your confidence, let's go get it and let's cash in. Let's not mess around on this card. It doesn't matter if it's a shitty card. We don't got good fights. We got a bunch of prospects. It doesn't matter. We're going to do our research and we're going to take advantage of these bookies. We're going to cash in. That's what we're here to do. Trevor Peek is a very good dog of the week. And I'm going to seek to lock him in. I have to do it. Mr. couldn't get handed easier matchups. Charlie Campbell steps up to the mound here versus a hard hitter who fights like a sick hound. He's going to fight for your money. Every inch he will fight for. It doesn't matter if he gets hit. He can wear a punch. There's no doubt I'm bound to go directly to the pound with this underdog of the week here. After seeing the Cannibal get mauled by Chris Duncan, who won 2 decisions after that knockout win on the Contender Series. I mean, Pete can eat those punches all day. He can fire back. Trying to find himself a knockout finish here. Hard to disagree when Duncan literally went on to win those decisions. Mr. couldn't get handed easier matchups. Charlie Campbell went on to fight Alex Reyes, Dominic Reyes' younger brother, who stepped in there, rightfully not UFC caliber, just getting handed an opportunity where they wanted Charlie Campbell to get the win. It was obvious, it was clear as day, and not to mention his win in round 1. After the Contender Series loss, Charlie Campbell beat a 9-5 tomato can, and that just proves all of his easy matchups and how he's just getting set up. And now he's not getting handed an easy matchup against Trevor Peek. I'm seeking to lock him in, and I will lock him in with confidence. He's more durable, and he can flick the switch. I can trust his durability a hell of a lot more than Charlie Campbell. Mr. couldn't get handed easier matchups is in for a tough fight here. So I see some money coming in on Peek. I see some people kind of staying away because it's a favorable underdog this week, but at the same time, you just got to trust in what you think's going to happen, your instinct. If you don't like the pick, don't take it. You can take both of them for plus 550. That's what I'm going to look to do. I single bet them both as well, and you can get in early on Patreon for $5 a month. You can see all my bets, my unit sizes, and as soon as I make the bet, I post it in Discord for the Platinum members. So for only $5 a month, you unlock the channels in Discord. And that's where it's at. Like UFC odds, Platinum forecasts, Platinum picks, MMA bets, all sports bets, Platinum wins. We have a great community in Discord for the Platinum forecasters. And on Patreon, if you just want to go on there, I have a bunch of posts. I have on the Platinum forecast here, I just posted my official bets. All 90 units. All on one sheet there. You don't have to go look through each and every bet. It's all on one sheet here. At the end of the night, we're going to see if we profit or lose money. It's a great sheet. It's called the Forecast Forensic now. I changed it up a bit. It's my official bets, and it's such a clear tool for these forecasters to see what I'm doing. And then if you look at the UFC odds, that's the line movement tracker, right? We're tracking the odds, and I'm seeing money come in on Dan Argueta as well. If you don't like the underdogs, you cannot deny that there's money coming in. And if you have the favorite, you better be sweating because they're in for a tough fight. No doubt about it. I like my dogs of the week. First time taking 2 in a while. Let's see how it goes. We're going to need some liquid courage. Cheers, everybody. And I couldn't appreciate you guys enough for tuning in each and every week through the ups and downs. You're obviously here for the ups and win some money. That's what everybody's here for. But when we're going through some low times and we're not hitting the locks, we just got to turn the losses into lessons. And we know we're going to get blessed. Now let me show you some bet wins here before I give you the locks of the week. You don't have confidence in some of my bets? for $5 a month. You think that's too expensive? Well, we made $3,000 last night. And I'm not here to brag about it. I'm just showing you what parlays I made up, how much money I had down. I had $180 down on this 4-leg parlay, $1,000 win. And on the other parlay, I had to cash out early. I had to play it safe. The return was $1,900, so I didn't cut myself that much money. It was still a $1,700 win. So that was close to $3,000 in wins last night off a $69 bet and a $180 bet. So for $5 a month, I'm not just doing MMA bets. I'm doing all sports. We got basketball. My favorite play last night was Dallas Mavericks minus 11 points on the spread. And then I had Sacramento Kings. They got the early payout for me, thankfully, because they lost. But the NHL picks, I locked in the Jets, Islanders, and the LA Kings. 3 teams that needed points to get into the playoffs. They cannot be fucking around and losing. No time to mess around, so I locked in. And it was a bet that I felt like I was going to win before I placed it. Now, not every night you're getting bets like that, so you can't be chasing bets each and every night. Tonight, am I going to have a bet? I don't know. Am I going to hit my next bet? Probably not. So please don't come into Patreon for $5 a month and then leave a week later just because I missed a couple bets. Here's proof. There's $3,000 in one night. And just a couple nights ago, we hit big on a 5-leg parlay during Easter. Won 20 units there with the Lakers, Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Nuggets. I mean, I'm locking in every couple nights. I'm not going to hit each and every night. I'm not going to hit each and every pick on these fights either. It's just gambling, right? But most of the time, sometimes I have a bet that I'm very confident it's going to hit. Sunday service, we showed up for work there. Another 100 unit win there. These are some big wins. I'm up $5,000 in a week. Like, I'm not trying to rub it in your face. I'm just trying to tell you guys for $5 a month, I'm giving you phenomenal value. I got the line movement tracker. I got all my picks with the confidence levels, method of victories, all my bets. And then you have unlocked channels in Discord to talk with other Platinum forecasters. We got a couple Platinum forecasters in Discord, but not many are active. So if you want to be active and you want to chat, Platinum Forecast is the place to be. I just made new channels for the Platinum picks, UFC odds. So now the Platinum Forecast is specifically a chat room for Platinum Forecasters only. $5 a month. I'm done talking about it. You just seen some incredible wins. And we're going to keep it going. Momentum will roll. We will win. And we're going to take advantage of these bookies. We got the locks of the week next. And this is my biggest bet of the night. I'm going to tell you right now. This is number 1 on the board. We're going Bahamondes, Walker, Morono. It's plus 130. I got 35 units down here to win 50 units. This is my first time telling you how much I have down on the locks. If they lose, I got 8 single bets, 4 parlays out here, 90 units down. We can make the money back if the locks don't hit, but I'm confident these locks hit. I'll tell you my description that I wrote up for them right now on Discord for absolutely free. I'm writing these big paragraphs on the locks, the props, the dogs. So maybe these big descriptions and the locks, dogs, and props should be for Patreon only, $5 a month, but I got to grow the forecast. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so you know what to do. Smash the like button for me. Suplex the subscribe button. I'm giving away some UFC cards at UFC 300, so tell your friends. Let's get as many Fight Fiends on board as we can. We're going to try to make them some money. I got the locks, and they're looking to start a streak here. Ignacio Bahamondes will ignite the streak at 6 in a row if he gets the job done. After Johnny Walker's brother beats a guy that, I mean, just got smoked to the back of the head. It looked like he got smoked to the back of the head, Lucas Brzeski, and he got knocked out in the first round. Let me pull that video up. I think I have it on my phone there. Like that, he got smoked in the back of the head, and he crumpled bad. Walker's going to knock him out. Walker has heavy hands. They don't look too quick or anything like that, but just a little jab can shut the lights out. He has serious power. And this is really just a matchmaker's dream to bring a heavyweight star to light. Heavyweights are lacking some excitement, and there's no real potential in the heavyweight division. Now we see Johnny Walker's brother coming in at 26 years old. I'm not really sure if he's 26. He doesn't look it, but let's say he is. He's going to constantly improve. and he looks dangerous already, training in Russia. Great wrestling as well. I have to mention that. His wrestling looks phenomenal. He can get takedowns, and if he does, he gets on top of Brzeski. I assume Walker's going to be heavier as well. Let's not forget about that. The big buck's going to knock Brzeski the fuck out. That's what I think. And if he's given more matchups that are set up and he's ready to shine in, he's going to grow bright in those fights. And maybe he will be a heavyweight star. Matchmakers are definitely lining him up to win this fight. Bahamondes, I'll talk about him one more time. He's a spicy killer. 10 out of 14 wins by finish. And he has a 4-inch reach advantage, quick, accurate hands, incredible awareness. And let's just say Christos Giagos has been finished 8 times out of his 10 losses. He has to be lined up for a loss here. This is another fight where I believe the matchmakers are lining up a guy to get out of the UFC. And the spicy killer here, Ignacio Bahamondes from Chile, he's exciting on the feet. I said he could keep it at distance and probably win a decision, but now maybe the submission could happen. Maybe the knockout could be live, and Ignacio could ignite the lock streak at 6 in the second round, third round potentially. I was talking to Prelim Tim. He said he likes the second and third round props for Ignacio Bahamondes. I said the decision. I kind of think it's going to be a decision still, just him playing it safe at distance, being a rangy striker with a 4-inch reach advantage. We can't discredit Christos Giagos. He has power. He has one-punch power. First round, Ignacio will have to play it safe, but 8 out of 10 losses come by finish for Giagos. He's probably going to get finished. Second or third round is a sharp play. So, Prelim Tim, that's a shout-out for you, buddy. And while we're talking about Prelim Tim, go give him a follow on Instagram, Twitter. He's on YouTube as well, I believe, so you got to check him out. He has great insight on these fights, I'm telling you. His other pick was a free bet. It's in Discord. Melissa Mullins by submission. Nora got taken down 5 times in her last fight to Jocelyn Edwards. Jocelyn Edwards attempted a submission. Had fucking 9 minutes of goddamn control down there. I mean, Melissa Mullins does have a grappling advantage. I gotta agree with Prelim Tim. We talked about it. Although she doesn't have a submission, her path to victory is pretty clear in this fight to potentially get a submission, at least attempt one. It's clear enough for me to sprinkle down, take a chance on this one. I'm taking $8, and I'm looking to turn it into $58. It's just a small bet. Nothing crazy. It was a forecast of the week nominee. If it was forecast of the week, I would have put more money down, but I just don't have the most confidence. I got to think she wins it by a decision, and I have her with 2 other women's fighters to win a decision as well. Decision Dynasty Parlay. We'll see how it goes. If not, I got a hedge bet with Melissa Mullins by submission. Me and Tim talked about it. The path to victory is clear. She might take advantage and go for a submission. You never know. Clearly, Norma can get taken down and controlled. And I'm going to wrap up the Props and Parlays show at that. If you want some parlays for absolutely free, get in Discord. The link is in the bio below. If you want all my bets, I got 90 units down. I just gave you a few of them. So this show was more than enough information for free. Like, at the end of the day, you have to be thankful for all the free content I'm doing. These are free picks, free plays. You don't have to agree with each and every pick. I'll do a full card parlay here right now. Just letting you know each and every pick before I go. Smash the like button, suplex the subscribe button. Wish me luck. Take a shot of liquid courage. And let's crush these bookies. We might need all the luck we can get on this messy card, but I think we're going to make some big bucks. And the platinum picks. And I'll give you the confidence levels as well. If you're still here, you're still listening, you're a fight fiend, you're a forecaster, you've been listening for the last number of months, this is for you. Melissa Dixon, Melissa Mullins, low confidence, decision. Cesar Almeida, low to medium confidence, probably a decision, could be a knockout. Dan Argueta, medium to high confidence, submission, first round, could win a decision as well. If it goes the distance, I still got Dan the Determined. Cynthia Calvillo, low confidence, decision, submissions live. Norma Dumont, low to medium confidence, could be high confidence, decision. Alex Morono, high confidence, knockout, first round. He will dominate no matter what, though. Trevor Peak, medium confidence, knockout, first round, maybe just into the second. Walter Walker, high confidence knockout, second round. First round's totally live. He has never had a first round knockout, I believe, so I'm going to say second. He has a lot of second round knockouts. Ignacio Bahamondes, high confidence, decision. Second or third round props, like I said, Prelim Tim talked about it. They're live. I could sprinkle down there, possibly. I haven't yet. And if I did, it means I'd be putting down more than 90 units, so I probably shouldn't. So tell me in the comments, you're done betting this week. Best of luck. Let's cash, buddy. No more bets. No more bets at UFC Vegas 90. You're done. We got Chepe Mariscal, medium confidence. In a coin flip fight, he's a slight underdog by a decision. And actually, him by a decision is the most likely outcome in that fight. And he's a 210 dog now. Yeah, 280 for Chepe Mariscal decision. That's the most likely outcome in that fight. The next most likely outcome is Morgan Charrier by decision, 320. Charrier knockout, 375. And Mariscal knockout, $9. So Chepe Mariscal by a decision, 280. Most likely outcome, and he's a 210 dog. What? And Alex Hernandez, medium confidence knockout, first round. Damon Jackson has sloppy striking. I have to go knockout. It might have been decision on the full card prediction show, but I don't know what I was thinking. I think Hernandez is more athletic, has more speed, more power. He gets it done first round. And that's obviously why it's a co-main event fight. They're setting something up. Either a submission for a big underdog Damon Jackson or a knockout for Alex Hernandez. And it's going to happen under 1.5 rounds. And the next fight, I'm going high confidence. So many underdogs are winning in the main event spot, so it should probably be medium. Or low. Or even friggin' low, you never know. Brendan Allen, though, 145 now. I've seen money come in throughout the week. You know, Chris Curtis does not like to hear people are betting against him, but a lot of people are. And I might be. So high confidence or medium confidence. It has to be high. I have a feeling this favorite wins. Brendan Allen submission. Last time it was a second round knockout for Chris Curtis. It was. You can go back and look. It was a second round KO. Rematches never play out the same. I'll go Brendan Allen. Second round submission. He's going to get it done by sub. He has something to prove. Once again, thanks everybody for tuning in each and every week. Smash the like button, suplex the subscribe button before you go. And I will be back for one of the biggest fight cards of the year, UFC 300. I'm giving away 3 cards. I got a bunch of autograph cards, numbered cards. So subscribe now and get ready to hear the details for this giveaway.